like the joyous joy beam. Okay, we're here with Connie K. We're diving in because she just started sharing like exactly how she's feeling. And when I just asked you, Connie, how are you doing? Like what, like you're so full, you're doing so
Yes.
much. How's everything feeling? Your answer is,
My answer is I have so much to be grateful for.
yeah.
So much. People, the roles that I hold in my life, the experiences that are coming my way, the way that I can inspire and awaken hearts all around the world. It's not even just here close by, but all around the world. And the people that are coming into my life, my family, my friends, but people that I never would have expected. I'm just so full of gratitude, so full of gratitude because I really do have so much to be grateful for.
I love so much Connie. We call Connie our joy beam. She's just lighting it up. Okay, let's kick it off. I'll just kind of introduce us a little bit here and then would love to hear just a little bit about like what you're doing, what you're up to, for people who don't know you. So, welcome to Leading with Joy, where we are, diving into what it looks like to live and lead and facilitate with joy. We are joined today by Miss Connie Kobylko, who is, as you will feel and see, just the brightest joy beam. Yeah, I think let's start off by maybe you sharing a little bit about who you are and what you do for those who might be new to your realm.
Wonderful. Well, hello, everyone. I am so grateful to be a joy facilitator and a life celebrant. I have the most beautiful privilege of walking alongside families who have lost loved ones through their stories and memories. I get to really bring their story back to life by writing and officiating a celebration of life memorial. So I am reconnecting the hearts who are missing someone so near and dear by bringing their story back to life. I am reconnecting that person back to those hearts. And that is such a gift in my life, and what a privilege and an honor it is to do that. In my role as a joy facilitator, holy Hannah Banana, I reconnect you back to the heart of that little child within us because we still are that person. That little child brought us through the entire walk in life, and they still want to play, but we've forgotten to invite them back into our everyday life, right? And so I guide people to reconnect to the heart of who they are and really start dreaming again and recreating the next best chapters of their life. I've come to learn that life is short. We are playing small and we're letting life dictate what our days look like when in essence we need to put life back into our days, right?
Ooh. What joy sessions are you offering? Like, what is that looking like for you? How are you doing? How are you facilitating joy?
I do it in so many ways that, Jillian, the way that I had thought my role as a joy facilitator would flow after I did the program with you,
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be one set path. When you open your heart and listen to the messages and say hello to something new every day, that is my new thing. Say hello to something new every day. Joy moves us in the most beautiful directions. So not only do I have my 4-week joy program, it's called Reignite Your Light, but I speak on many stages in businesses, in women's wellness workshops. I lead my own joy workshops. I've got a variety of them. One coming up is called Tiny Book of Joys, where I actually get you to start collecting joy-filled moments through your day, right? Getting us to remember what joy is. And too often we wait for the big celebrations, but joy is the tiny moments in our day. And when you add them up, that's when we realize, oh, we've got so much to be grateful for, right? We
Yeah.
start seeing it with new eyes, hearing it with new ears, right? We speak with joy, speak from our hearts. That makes a difference, right? So I have so many different offerings. I am now writing my 3rd book, and this is a children's book. And joy starts the minute we come into this world. We were born bundles of joy. And so I'm writing a children's series. And
Gosh.
yes, and joy is a little star named Twinkle.
Oh my gosh, Connie, is this your own like solo book?
This is my solo
My
book.
goodness. Twinkle.
Twinkle, yeah, because twinkle little star shines bright all the time. And so my little book will be about a star named Twinkle growing and evolving through life. Yes.
I love this. I have full shivers. I love this.
It's so exciting.
Connie, do you feel so, I know not everyone has access to joy. We talk about this in facilitator program around how, especially for those who are in the lower vibrational experiences, joy just feels so far off. It doesn't even feel like it's even possible. It might even feel frustrating to be around people like us because you're annoying because you're so joyful. Do you find that? And how do you handle those people?
I actually go seeking the people who have a low vibration, and I start them really small just by collecting beautiful moments. And that's one of my programs, actually. You'll see I post joy walks, and I just get people outdoors when they can connect with nature and just be with other people and have casual conversations. I use the 5 senses so that they are seeing and hearing and feeling the world around them. I start off small because we,
Yeah.
again, forget that joy really is so much a part of our day, even when we're at the lowest.
Yeah.
I use me as an example. That's how I became the Connie that I am today, is just finding joy in the smallest moments because I was in dark places. I had so much happening. I had a health journey that I needed to overcome, and it was hard to find joy. In fact, the word joy was too far out of my realm. But if I changed that to finding something that made me feel good, something that made me pause in my day and just took my attention away from the negativity that was in my world, then that was my joy. I found a sprinkle of something good in my day. And so I tell people that they can name joy whatever they want it to be. They want to give it a new name because joy might feel out of reach and not something that they're deserving of. So I go seeking for the people that are in the places that they just need a little bit of hope, a little bit of light, a little bit of
Do you
peace.
go seeking or would you say they find you? Like, I feel life celebrancy. Oh my gosh, you've got people who've just had the greatest loss of their life. They are in the depths of despair, potentially grief, whatever that looks like. Do you feel like you're able to bring joy? Let's talk about this. How do you bring joy to those who are walking grief?
That's not easy. I feel as though I'm the warm blanket of care and compassion for them so that they know that they're not walking this journey alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've
it's not about the joy, is it? It's like, the joy to me, if we talk about joy and grief, that loss, that when the veil is so thin and your loved one has like left the earthly plane, there is the joy that's like it's like that both are available in these finite moments that feel like almost hard to explain. Right. I'm sure you experience that with people, but I also feel like, and this makes me emotional too, is, you are such a light in people's darkest times.
thank you for that.
Yeah.
That is always my hope that I am shining a light for them on a journey that we would never want anyone to have, and yet it is part of life, and it's not a road that's easy to navigate, and if I can be that source of comfort, that guiding light so that they know that I'm there every step of the way for them. They're not traveling alone and that they're feeling held and supported. My heart just feels tenfold. It just feels like it grows in the most beautiful spaces. And yeah, and I am a source of comfort for them through a dark time. So, how do you describe joy and grief? Joy and grief is just having that place of comfort,
Sorry,
that
Lily's
place of
being silly. Sorry, can you go back to sorry, Lily's snoring behind my chair.
so funny. So joy and grief is just having comfort, right? Letting go of the have to have everything perfect or I have to not show emotion. I am that source of comfort where people can just let go and let be and just honor what your heart is guiding you to do. Our hearts are our best compass. They really are.
So beautiful. Joy through grief is comfort. That is the absolute truth. I think back to when my dad passed and like, when that feeling like your world has exploded and it was the most interesting things it felt so comforting to me. Having his boss come and bringing like a cheese tray, but then just sharing memories. Like that was one of the most comforting things that I remember at that time. And it's like, I feel like it's also so unexpected sometimes when you're in grief.
Yeah.
But that really, honestly, Connie makes so much sense. You really summed that up well. I mean, it's like it's what you do.
I do.
It's like it's you're an expert in this. Okay, so can we talk about the facilitator program and kind of like where you were when you even thought about joining? I remember some pretty fun Connie moments with you, but yeah, if you could share with us kind of where you were at when you were stepping into Joy Facilitator and kind of what made you say yes? Like what was going on there?
This is the crazy thing. I've shared this numerous times. I joined the Joy Facilitator program not even knowing what I was getting into. Like seriously, trusting what my heart was calling me to do. When I say our heart is our compass, my heart was my compass. And that just really is an example of me saying hello to something new every day. I just didn't know I was doing it back then. But I was at a place in my life where, because of a health journey, I couldn't go back to a previous role that I held. And I needed to recreate something new for me. And I just knew that my journey brought me to a place where I would be a messenger, that I'd be a light for others, that I'm not the only one who has had a journey like mine. And there are others who have had even more traumatic journeys. And yet I've come to realize that we all have this beautiful strength inside of us, that when we tap into it, when we connect to that source of who we are, that child within came into this world, strong little person. And when I thought of that little girl inside of me who played and she dreamed and she was unstoppable, and she got me through my teenage years. Those aren't easy years either, right? When we're growing and evolving and becoming the person that we're intended to be, she got me that far. And she got me through my role as an adult and as a mom and a spouse. And she got me through some of the hard times through that. And she got me through losses that I've had in my life. And she got me through some of my health journeys, all of my health journeys. And she brought me to this place in my life where I was at a crossroads. And instead of being full of fear, and that's one thing that you shared with us, Jillian, it was that fear, we need to just not think of that as being a scary thing. Fear actually is this beautiful place in life where fear is right here in my hand. And it says, you get to choose. You're at a place in life where you get to choose. And no matter what direction you take, follow your heart. It will always guide you. And if you need to reroute and change, that's okay too. But you get to do that. And so I listened to that little girl within and said to myself, yes, I'm going to be a joy facilitator. What does that look like? I don't know, but I'm going to just trust. And I kept growing and evolving all through the journey, deepening into the heart of who I was and reconnecting and just knowing that, yeah, this is me. This is my best me. And I couldn't wait to shine my light in the world. Wherever that was going to take me, I didn't know. I thought I had a path of direction, but again, I'm saying hello to something new every day. And
You were
I'm
open.
everywhere.
You were open sesame. So what was there anything that felt like a consideration? Was there any resistance to this once you knew you were just like 100% in?
Well, there was resistance often throughout. That's the beautiful thing is that when we listen to the resistance, right? Like, yes, there were some times I'm thinking, what the heck am I doing? and what is a joy facilitator? Like it's not on a job list. It's not on the top 100.
Now it is.
Yeah, now it is. Yes. People don't know what a joy facilitator is. I didn't know what a joy facilitator was, but a joy facilitator is someone who can make a difference in someone's life, someone who can make everyday moments feel so special. That's what joy is. We're there to connect people to everyday moments and realize that those really are our best moments. We don't have to wait for big celebrations. Joy is us, and we just need to share our best us in the world. Yeah.
I love that, Connie. Woo! I love this. You have spoken about your health journey. Now, for anyone listening who maybe has had an experience that obviously was not chosen, I mean, the contrast that we go through is never chosen. Usually happens to us, feels like at the beginning, and then we go through. And I just feel really called to share with those listening who it might resonate with, kind of where you were and where you are now, like to give them hope, depending on what they might be going through. Would you be open to sharing a little bit about that?
Yeah, certainly. When I was taking the Joy Facilitator program, it was at a time when I was recovering from a very traumatic brain injury, and there are still fragments of that as a part of my life. I actually was scared to take the Joy Facilitator program, one, because I didn't know what it entailed really, and I didn't think that I could handle what was required mentally because there were times where reading things was difficult. How I was understanding words on a page may not always be how they were meant to be interpreted, right? I was asking you lots of questions, just not understanding. And I thank you so much for your patience, your warmth, just guiding me every step of the way and just giving me the encouragement. So, for anybody who is going through a journey, that really wasn't an easy time for me because I wasn't feeling as though I was my best self. I felt fragmented. And when we go through tough times, we often feel that we're not whole. And I've come to realize we don't have to be whole to still shine our light. Yeah, today I live with a brain injury. Things that are a little challenging or things that need a little bit more help. I call them opportunities for growth instead of obstacles. So, yeah. So there are areas of my life that still need some growth, and that's good because I don't want to be stagnant. I want us all to keep growing and evolving. So we're always in our becoming. I've led a workshop where that really was one that resonated. It's embracing our becoming. Every day we're becoming new versions of ourselves. The woman I was yesterday is not the woman I am today because I learned some new things yesterday that bring me into my today. And the woman that I'll be tomorrow, oh, she's going to be different than me today because what I learned today will carry me forward, right? We're
Yeah.
always evolving and becoming. And when we can be in the being who we are instead of the doing, there's a difference. Too
Yeah.
often we fall into a pattern of doing. The lists are long. I love the joy journal because the joy journal allows me to be in control of how do I want my day to look and feel? How can I shine my brightest light to others so that I can inspire and awaken others? It connects me to the feelings, right? Because joy really is feelings. So how do I want to feel? Right? And the joy journal really does. It guides my day.
Yeah, I love that. We're actually having Connie come in to teach in the Joy Nest as our featured facilitator. Oh, we're going to talk about what that looks like. But I remember when we started out, and I think we were in Joy Leadership. That was the first program that you stepped into. You were in so much resistance to journaling. You were like, I don't want to make like just this. You had to really heal that aspect of you. And now you are like best friends with your joy journal. And I'm going to have you teaching on like how to build that daily habit that is so actually supportive.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
do joy journaling workshops.
Yeah, she does. She's like the queen of journaling now. But you really had to go through it. And I think that's the other thing for those listening. You're just such an inspiration, Connie. You are such a light in the world. I'm so, simultaneously proud of you and inspired by you, the way in which you have met adversity and circumstance and really brought so much light to it and choose to show up fully in your power, in your light. Like you are really here to show others the possibilities. And I just really thank you. I thank you so much for being who you are and being so courageous and so beautiful.
I'm so grateful that we met, Jillian. So grateful for you, for this experience, and for the joy journey that I am on. Oh my goodness. It is, you can't put it into words. It's something that you feel,
You can't
and
make this shit up.
you can't,
Let's just be honest.
you can't make this up.
I almost got her to say shit, everyone. Okay, Connie, where can everyone find you? I just feel like, for those who are feeling called, again, Connie is just such a powerful leader. She is a life celebrant. I definitely recommend everything that she does in the world. You will definitely be left inspired, absolutely, and lit up from the inside out. So where can we find you? And yeah, where would you like to guide people?
Well, everyone will find me for sure on my website at www.conniekobylko.com. I am on social media platforms, LinkedIn, Connie Kobylko, Instagram, Connie.Kobylko, Facebook. And if you want to send me a personal message, my email is always open to receive, and it's Connie.Kobylko. Heart is open for all hearts. Just know that I'm always here.
I love this. Connie, thank you for being you. Thanks for all you do. I love you so much. Here's to lighting it up from the inside out together.
Thank
For
you.
anyone feeling called, as we're wrapping up, sorry, I guess I should mention the facilitator program. For anyone feeling called um, into leading with joy and bringing more joy to your family, your team, your community, I invite you to check out the Academy of Joyful Living. Feel free to apply if you feel called. We're definitely always interested in working with more people who are really ready to take this work to the next level in ways that look very much unique to you. We're all meant to do this differently. We all have different gifts and medicine and magic and wisdom. And the Joy Facilitator program is going to give you the structure to share your own light and shine your own light in the world. That's the intention. So, yeah, feel free to check it out and reach out if you want any more information on that. Again, reach out to Miss Connie if you feel aligned with her. She's an absolute beam. And here's to just expanding more joy in the world together. Thank you. I
Thank you,
love you.
Jillian. Love you more.
Oh my God.